Alrighty. Hey everyone, and welcome to
Good
the
day.
next episode of Iron and Ire, episode
Whoa.
22. Hooray!
22.
Very nice, yes. Alright, you want to give it the recap?
Let's go. All right, cool. I am going to
Oh god.
give the recap. Yes, it is
Alright,
me,
go ahead.
the Lemiod. Yes, perfect. Last time on Iron and Aya, we made the decision to investigate Pride Lake and the potential source of the miasma. On the way there, Pit Fiend decided to be surprisingly brave and made a distraction for us to sneak along, almost as if he was possessed by a spirit that gave him actual bravery for once. Afterwards, we snuck past and came across like a massive mansion-looking thing. To avoid the automations that were making their rounds, we jumped into the toxin-infested lake, and some of us under the bridge. Afterwards, we heard some humming, and Zig made a loud noise. The apprentice walked up and approached us. While Zig and Scat were bumbling around, I, of course, walked up to speak with them, and they appreciated my directness at stating our purpose, and gave us a few extra seconds of their time, which I used to defer to our alchemist, Swar. They hit it off, and we were invited to the apprentice's inner sanctum and made a trade deal. Um, Basically human bodies in exchange for alchemical knowledge. And then they kicked us out. And now, we continue with Ian and Aya.
Absolutely death-defying Riz. World-altering Riz, dude. God-defiant Riz.
Have
dude.
your liar's inspiration.
Absolutely, I will take that. Yeah, let's go.
Dude, I said this before the stream started, but hearing Leo describe any situation made me realize why we do not trust eyewitness testimony anymore in court.
Yeah, exactly. Eyewitness is
So
so
it's like-
fucking garbage. Like, no, Eyewitness is notoriously bad. Oh my god.
Yeah, because of people like you.
People can literally be like, oh, that kind of sounded like that. And people can literally be like leading questions and shit like that.
True.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, It's crazy work.
I don't know if it's meta. Like that's the thing. I don't know if he's just so deep into like a Norm Macdonald bit. Wait, this is him. Like I've actually forgot.
Anyway, so stepping out of that hole for a second. So we're gonna go and pick things back up with you're not necessarily back in town. I was gonna leave that up to you, Zahaab, because we just basically stopped after the deal had been made. Is there anything that you want to do in Pride Lake on the way out, or would you like to go anywhere else as a party, or we can simply return to Saphira and I can move the story forward? It is important because I need to know where you're going to be when other events catch up to your timeline.
So we've made this trade deal. Is there any like time limits, dates, confirmations, contracts with this trade deal that are important that have been signed or agreed to? Or is it just like a Catan trade deal where like I can give you this and you give me this?
It's more like a Catan word of mouth sort of handshake agreement.
Okay.
I forgot about the whole fact that you're a devil and you do contracts, so I didn't pipe.
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Also, I don't. Maybe the Forbidden Apprentice would have just maybe
Honestly,
signed a contract.
I don't
I was
think
too scared.
Scat, from what I understand, I don't think Scat would have stepped out to try and push. You know the famous thing. Like no matter how much of a devil you are, when you win, you just if you've made the sale, stop selling. You know, don't keep selling.
Yeah.
Fair
You
enough.
know, you can only lose it. So, yeah, Scat will surprisingly have no words to describe what occurred. Dumbfounded, he returns to the he guides his group where he navigates his group back to Saphira.
All right. In that case, the party returns back to Saphira, and there's a couple of updates that have occurred in their absence.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh shit!
Let's see. I should probably give this to you as pig. Right. So
my wife.
just
I'm sorry.
why are you apologizing, Sping? You have nothing to apologize for.
You just, it's the way that
should.
you reacted to my
I don't know what you mean.
to what I said. You were like, just, like, just
What's important
disappointed.
is that
Yeah,
you're having
we
a
all
good
love
time.
each other.
Z,
Oh, yeah, that as well.
mate, look over there. It's your wife.
All right. So as the party
It's
returns,
your wife.
before it's a few hours before the club opens, when there is a commotion at the doorway, and your regent, Pig Cubed, approaches. My lords, I bring news, she says, prostrated before you.
Yes.
Oh, what?
With
Oh,
it.
fuck, what's the voice?
Oh my god.
I forgot the voice too. I actually went for it, and then my entire face froze up.
I thought we were doing like normal, and then I realized that we're in disguise.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah, because we normally don't talk to Pig in our special voices. We're actually guys, turn around. Let's all huddle up. Let's figure this. When she pulls up,
Oh, huddle
Oh,
up.
wait, guys, we need to huddle up. Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm Dig.
I believe we have some incorrect disguises as of now. Do we continue with one or the other? Are there people around?
There's nobody else in the...
I think it's just Pig Cubed.
We should speak like ourselves, but it feels a bit Faroche, no?
Wow. Well, if I don't know, but apparently, like in Spycraft, if you want to maintain your cover, you need to never break cover.
Then you will
maintain the character at all times.
Yes.
Yes,
Well, I
he
mean,
has
I'm
a
guessing
point.
right now. We've already broken it.
My,
But
I think
to
we
give
might
us
as well.
to give a state, we must return and stay on point.
Okay.
my lords? She's still prostrated?
Yes.
Alrighty then, Picute. How might we be doing? You came all the way down here to Saphira just to see us?
She looks up and adjusts herself. My apologies for my impromptu arrival, my lord, but I could not risk a sending. I bring dire news that you must hear. She will then look around. Is this place secured?
Most definitely.
I think. Hang on, here. Let's go into one of the sex rooms. I think those are pretty secure enough.
Double quick thinking there.
I like those rooms. I kill people in those rooms.
Moves over to sex chamber.
I'm Dig. Okay, you guys go into this room over here. Alright, and then she will get closer. My lords, as she leans forward conspiratorially, I have received word of a most disturbing nature. There has been whispers amongst fiend kind. The rumors have reached me. I have validated what I can, but I will admit that I do not know with absolute certainty if what I'm about to tell you is true. But I think that there is enough evidence that you should know. They say that Matheria has returned.
Is this bad?
Can we get one of those shots where it's like everyone's face surprised, but we slowly cut into the scene, and it's all like the comic book cutout. And
Yeah.
we all shock face. We all gasp face. D :
I keep my face the same. Wait, is that bad?
Our Lord, no.
I have the same question as
Matheria, the goddess of light? The fiend killer?
Oh, that one. Oh.
The one of whom that we have killed many followers of?
Might we might from
Uh-huh.
what strange crepuscular corner of this noetic, disgusting. What orison or plea has called this this child goddess back to life? You see Scat try and stay in character, but he slowly cuts back in his regular tones of speech and verbiage because he is quite shocked by this information.
The information that I have gathered thus far, my lords, is as follows. Through numerous sendings and the summonings of lesser fiends, we have heard, from eyewitness accounts as well as from magical reading of minds, witnesses that have seen Metheria's light scour across the demon wastes. It is said that a powerful daemon was humiliated, and that her ire still echoes from the center wastes, from the great portal itself. I have not received any word from Agamemnon as of yet. The High Lord does not speak, and the iron cage is closed. I have used what magics we have been able to garner thus far to hasten my speed in order to inform you. There is more, my lords. There have also been reports of fluctuations of power, scrying, clairvoyance, and other such divinations have begun to falter than the pigs of Argos. I have done what I can to ensure that it is not weakness of the users, but I think it is something greater, my lords. Something greater indeed.
Before we saunter forth, perhaps, do you have any information on this goddess's Cadia, or as she descended from that welkin sky or the celestial sphere down to a place of lesser grandeur? Perhaps she has some sloth or stupor, some listlessness or torpor of mind. Does she come in her full form?
I know not, my lord. But what we do know is that at first she headed towards the southern ring of mountains outside of the demon wastes, and then was reported again flying at a speed that we are alarmed by, across the sky towards the east. I suspect the Pale City is her final destination.
And in this from the Demon Waste, in the south of the Demon Waste, didn't we leave half our men through those tunnels?
Indeed. I have received no word from the Ash Elf.
Knowing that one, she has some way to hide from that well-kin Marakai deity. She ought to be alright. You see, actually, Scat gritting his teeth. For the first time in a long time, you seem genuinely uncomfortable and a bit imbroglio, I guess. But continue.
The Regent will then finish by saying, a bit of good news with all of this unfortunate revelations. We've received word from several cultists. Some are remnants of foreign deities that we have reached out to. Some from deities of Alakan High and Babylon have come to our cause. Our ranks are swelling. I require direction, my lords. What shall we do with our strength?
I see there's both been a palingenesis in this goddess and in our ranks. Such a symmetry, mirroring. Normally, I'd push this advantage. Use these new these pawns, as physical forms to see how far this cult of Matheria has come. But take some thinking. Give me but a moment. And you see Scat, he pulls out a piece of paper, he turns to the table, and he pulls up, and he starts to pull out more and more parchments, notes that he's had across his time here, and he's scrolling out different ideas and different possible choices of action. Actually, sorry, he does it around this table, so everyone can get around a table. In this map, it's a table, but in the map that we're in one of the side chambers, I assume it's like the vanity of the place, and it's quite cramped.
It's a BDSM table. You have to swipe the chains and stuff out of the way.
No, he uses the changes paperweights most definitely.
That works.
Yeah, he goes to grab one of his quills, and he keeps playing with it, and he realizes his feathers used for a different purpose, and he shakes his hand quite oddly, comically, and he gets back to writing, and he's starting to figure out what to do in the Pale City.
Well, I, for one, need slaves. Untainted slaves.
Well, I've got you for that one.
How
Can
many?
help you out. Well,
Hold.
we need to go into the slave market to get them.
Hold.
Yes.
Hold.
Hmm.
Saphira is in great danger. Grave danger.
How so?
This goddess, she has returned. The orthodoxy shall now run through the continent. Crusades are to come. The orthodoxy shall spread down. They wish to be pelimpotent across this continent. They wish to paint it in her colors and brandish her banner into every inch of it. The magic
Saying the
is
banner of blood first.
indeed.
We've received information that one of the walls was being left in an abysmal condition because one of the guards let demons slip through.
Yes.
So we
Good
cracked
call.
down the wall while we could.
Yes.
At least buy some time.
And I might, and we
What
might
pit
find
field?
ourselves in quite a munificent moment, quite giving generously. Don't
What
you all
pit
think? Yes, Lemire.
As the cleric Lemure of the party, I have something I wish to weigh in, potentially.
Please.
Don't you
do.
think that the person who knows the Matherian routes, the individual known as Thomas that we recently rose to power, should be part of this, potentially?
He already
As he
gave us
knows
the
quite-
information.
Have his information.
He has power that we can. He has power that we can use potentially. We could send him on a mission.
No, he was not allowed
So he
to
was
leave
quite
the demon
interesting.
wastes.
He's
A
quite
watchable
powerful.
individual.
He's
Yes, he
quite
is.
powerful, that one.
Yes.
It's also hard to conceal. You forget he did get
Yes.
turned into a famine demon.
Yes. Yes. I believe that we could not send him to the city, but to the mountains to take care of the angel. I believe.
You believe he himself able to take on an angel?
Not alone, but if we were to potentially assist him in this mission, he seemed quite.
What quotidian angels have you come across prior in your measly Lemure existence?
I have not, but I have beef with this goddess. I would like to see her and her followers
You know what?
routed.
Look, I've always found it a shame that maggots have mouths and not ears nor eyes to educate themselves, but maggots aren't to talk. Especially not in dire times such as now. Good. Now,
But yes.
good. Now he slams his hand on the map and he says, "Okay."
His hand?
He slams his hand on the map that he's been trying to
hand.
sort of scroll. Where he's okay. Saphira, in danger. We have the capacity to take great advantage in this location, as it serves as the crux, something defiant to this angel goddess. A good place to set up a last resort bastion against her. However, can we return to the map, guys? Can we just pull out the map?
Let's turn to the map.
Yeah.
Let us go
We
to the
can
map.
go there.
Yes.
We can go there. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So he then points to their carrion keep, as it were, far closer to the Pale City. In fact, in between the Pale City and the
Yeah,
demon
quite close,
and the
yes.
demon waste.
Okay.
This now our bastion, our previous keep, Kokon Keep, is in grave danger, as is the King's Cross Inn. Both of these locations welcome different sorts of entities. Do we know if our loss, if the keep has survived? And he looks towards Pig Cube.
She will begin to speak when suddenly magic begins to surround her. One moment, my lord. I am receiving something. She will hold her hand up to her forehead, as you will recognize the energies of ascending. Her eyes will glaze over with magic, and then she will speak in response to the spell. Maintain position. Await further instructions. I will confer with our lords. Something has just occurred, my lords. There has been, I know not how else to say it, but an explosion. They say the Silver Coast is gone.
What?
Bad or good?
Sorry.
Is this bad or good?
Silver Coast.
Indeed.
That is where your
Go ahead.
that is where our favored slavers hail from, no?
We didn't have much contact.
Sad to see such wasted potential.
Shall I have our troops perform divinations, my lord, to investigate further?
Indeed. And so shall I. Scat would prepare a divination towards... I actually came from Downfrown, so I don't need to do it there. I'm quite interested in what's going on in the Pale City. But actually, I'll hold on off for now. I'll wait for till we need more information. So what had? Please, cast divination towards the Silver Coast. What is going? The goddess has arisen. We ought. Okay. We ought to reveal ourselves now, as the owners of Downfrown, and make a mutual defense pact with Saphira against this new goddess, in the name of the arcane, or as we shall say.
Are you mad? One of
Put
the
a hand
council
on
members
Scat's
is the
shoulder.
leader of the Dusk Lilies. Someone who's
Put a hand on
sworn to
Scat's
hunt our
shoulders.
kind.
Yes, but not reveal ourselves as fiends. No, no, no. They don't have an idea. They don't hold a candle or a wick or a single eye upon Downfrown, not as it is now. Simply is a safe haven of the arcane, as is this city, no? Higher up, a defense point against the Pale City, it's quite strategic for them, no?
Only if they can reach it. And I'm sure to say that the Pale City is closer to it than Sphere is to it.
Yes, and in desperate times often make for strange bedfellows, and I'm sure this Dusk Lily, yes, doesn't want his city to be ground to dust.
Lord Pitfiend, one more thing.
No.
This is important. Rather important. I believe we should. 1 minute? Perfect. Perfect amount of time. You speak of going on the defense. I think we should go on the attack. As the Waterwheel individual said, the angel in the city of Mornhow is some sort of core to this goddess. Some sort of being with her light, being with her energy. And I believe that if we did go on the offensive and take down this angel, this whole cult, this Etherean cult might lose power. We would not have to deal with additional crusades.
A month ago, we were in no position to take down this angel, and now that her god has arisen and stepped upon, now transgresses and peregrinates across this continent, you think now is the time to attack?
Shall we sit back and just die? Do not think so. I believe we should at least attempt to quell it. However, defense, in my opinion, is just sitting back and waiting for a long death.
Why do you wish
personally.
to call? Look, Netheria was once slain, once trapped, and it may happen again.
Yes.
Yes, the advantage they have as we speak now is one of panic across the continent. And now a calm, logistical mind, a voice with temperance to be used to take advantage of the panic and havoc amongst those Gould-willed around us.
I believe this goddess has returned. She still has power. I do not think will be easy to simply maneuver around her or to even send all of our forces to kill her. At least, I would assume so. I believe that the angel is like another half of this individual. Potentially, it would be easier to handle them than to attempt to subterfuge around the issue, I suppose. I believe in direct solutions to our problems. It would be best solution.
What is the logic behind attacking the angel now that the god has spawned? Why? Because in your mind it seems cool? Because in your mind it seems like a really ostentatious action to take? Is that it? No. It's surprising. Wow.
Of course not. Of course
it's not. Idiotic.
We have Thomas Waterwheel, and he can provide us support and information. He has given us the information of this angel, and we can use him potentially as a meat shield as we fight the angel.
You distract from the point. Why do you speak of it now? Why now?
Because I wish to see this.
Why not a week ago? Why not days before?
Why not a week ago? Why not days before? I have been. You have not been listening. I have been.
You speak of it now because it's ostentatious to take out an angel in front of its god. Not us having more capacity to do so.
Shall we find out where the goddess is?
You may.
I believe you are about to do that, yes.
No.
We don't need to. We already know that
Mhm.
she's going to be flying east, possibly towards the Pale City, as
Yes.
prophesized or hypothesized by Scat.
So she
Now-
is not going to be near this angel. The angel's to our north.
She's going to be in a close direction, and the angel itself is going to be empowered by the faith that its goddess is back. If you want to throw yourself down its throat, then go ahead, but do not drag me down with you, you whelp.
Wow.
We don't know where this angel
thought
is,
you were-
or if it migrates.
It stays in one place. It is in the city of Mornhowl,
Oh,
For now.
as
Yes.
stated.
yes. Why? What gives you the impression that it mustn't leave the city of Mona?
We can simply do a simple divination to find out where it is.
Yes, but no, you made a claim. Why make such a claim?
I assume angels are hiding something. I assume it is keeping something safe, potentially.
As you say that, Scat kind of calms down for a second. He gets less. He pauses. He pulls himself back from like lurching over the table. Though in his human form, he's taking actions and stepping on all fours like he's still in his bone devil. I'm surprised. I'm dumbfounded, even. That makes quite a bit of sense.
I believe that
Arcadum, did we know why the angel was in Morha?
So, for certain, no. But it is clear from the forces that are currently fighting over Mornhowl that the angel fights on the side of the usurped prince, who is the bloodline inheritor of the throne, whereas the usurper king, which was made regent and therefore given the throne by the passing of the king's sword, which according to Mornhowlian religion means that he is chosen by the spirit of the previous king. Both of these things are currently at odds with each other. The big difference is that the usurper king follows the spiritual ways of the Mornhowlians, whereas the prince is a Betharian convert, and the angel coming into play backs him. And so there's this constant struggle over whom will take Mornhowl. There has also been reports of the Brass Baron making a play for it as well. Those are the factions that you would know of at this time.
Lemieux,
yes.
if you can find a line, an idea, a crux, a lever, a fulcrum by which we may twist our way into the angels, I get a twist into the chamber of the angels to combat with some ally, we may consider. Until then, you do not speak of such things, alright?
With an ally. Okay.
Zig, Swar, speak.
Yes.
I don't care about the angel.
I'm of the opinion that I'm really scared of the angels. I feel like if we go to it, it's like I can't.
None of us speak of the angel unless it is a direct threat to us, or we may find a line to put ourselves in a position to
Okay.
fight it on terms that benefit us.
Yeah.
Enough of
yes,
the angel.
Yes, but thing boss.
Okay, then how strong is the angel?
Etheria.
How strong do we know an angel is?
What
Stronger
may
than
be
us.
our next action? Okay. Lemieux, I command you, as the pit fiend, that you are silenced for the next 5 minutes.
Listen, order.
Technically, he was talking to me. But,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
the player was talking to me.
I'm sorry.
But he was
Okay,
also
okay.
he was also talking over active roleplay, which is just kind of generally rude.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
As to how powerful you think the angel is, at least as powerful as you, is really the only term that you have. An angel is a comparable being to a fiend. There are different hierarchies of them. Until you know what kind of angel it is, you don't know how strong. It may not even be an actual angel. It's a celestial, but most people in this backwater continent call anything that is not obviously wholly a demon, even if it's not. So, but anyway, continue with what you guys are doing.
So we have. I want to make at least a few plans before we go ahead. First plan, clearly the plan favored by Gabriel, is the one where we see that they're mad at us, right? And what we do is we see that they have an advantage, and we teleport to Mordhau, and we fucking ice their angel in front of their goddess. Okay, it's pretty gangster. It's really ostentatious, but there's no reason to do it other than it looks cool, right? Is there any other idea Zig or Swar might have to respond to, or anybody else might have in response to this angel?
Well, the Regent has some things that she'd like to bring to the table, but I give space to the players to speak first.
Yeah.
I need slaves.
Yeah.
That's my focus.
I was gonna help out Swar with the with getting in touch with the slave trade here. I personally think we can maybe get some more knowledge off of the.
In great times of stress, dire moments, there might be many who have become accustomed to living in a less theocratic continent, a more secular set of ideas has persuaded the continent as of now, and these people, like refugees, scared, might flee their abodes, might head towards safer shores against and away from the Pale City. They'll need to be carried. They need to be guided through the continent. And as these people run, trying to find their freedom, trying to migrate away from now this theocratic power, we can catch them. Like fish flowing straight into a net, catch them and drench them up as slaves.
Zig is looking at you with wide, sparkly eyes, and he's about to cry.
Okay, guys. Okay, this is crazy. Arcadum, mute the stream.
What?
Okay.
What?
Imagine like.
Oh God.
Okay.
All right, we're on mute.
Okay. You got that.
Yeah,
You got that.
that was wild.
Okay, thank you. Okay, imagine that, guys. I really like that idea. Okay.
I can't play with the sky anymore. I'm out.
Jesus Christ.
Dude,
okay.
You know I don't like it when you say that.
Okay, stop. You're gonna make me.
Sorry.
He didn't do anything like
he
that.
Didn't
it
say
wasn't
anything.
even
He didn't say anything. No one said anything.
Anyway.
No. It was okay.
Anyway, the Regent has a few things to propose, if you'd like.
Okay, please.
So, as the pigs of Argos have increased in their potency and strength and forces, there's a couple of options on the table for you as well. These are the current propositions that she has. The first is that if you are in need of slaves, there are plenty of vulnerable villages, settlements, and other such places that could be attacked from the position of Downfrown. Most notably, if the Silver Coast is truly in such turmoil, no doubt there will be a flood of refugees towards the north, which will overwhelm Shade Row and Flanderton. Flanderton is already a place of, well, disreputable individuals, so it is possible that either through force or subterfuge or trade, that these slaves may be able to be garnered with relative ease and be sent towards a positioning of your choice using the already existent economic tradeways as much as you'd wish. And that's one suggestion that she has, is to take advantage of the chaos. pretty much with all of these wars being prepared for, there will be less focus on more mundane defenses against banditry and things like that, which the pigs of Argos can disguise themselves to be.
So Downfrown is positioned perfectly as people run from the Pale City downwards, and people run northwards from the Silver Coast.
Yep,
We're catching them on both ends.
Yeah, so basically, by using the coverage of the Three Kings Forest, the pigs of Argos can simply just capture people the old-fashioned way and send them to whatever end that the fiends of Argos wish. So that's proposition number 1. Proposition 2 is, since the angels return, and we don't, not angels, since Betharia's return is at hand, and it is unknown as to whether or not, it is unknown as to what she will face in the Pale City, which is currently still in chaos. Pig Cubed offers a proposition that she knows is risky, but may yet be worth it. Downfrown is also tactically positioned with access to the tunnels to perform an assault on the wall. With the increased strength and with the presence of the ale, as long as disaster hasn't befallen them, there is a real chance that the wall could be taken from the secret passage. Not from the other side of the wall and the demon wastes, but rather from right above them. The gatehouses, if they were to be disabled and the fortress is taken, the wall could fall. And if that could happen, then the main assaults of the demon wastes could begin, taking advantage of an even further weakened Three Kings. The third proposition that Pig Cubed has is that she has been studying the tactical map carefully of the different factional regions and has done different mathematical equations of chance and likelihood from her abacus days, and has determined the following. There is a city known as Moaz-Kadan that had recently risen to power. However, it seems that the fluctuations in the city depict that there is a lack of leadership compared to what spies that she has been able to garner. There is a potential for a subtle exchange of power and influence within this otherwise abandoned city. A potential for the more subtle of the group to attempt if they wish. Those are the 3 propositions that Pig Cubed offers you.
Okay. What do you guys think?
Keep in mind, you can do anything you want and make your own proposition. This is just what the Regent brings to you.
Who would we send?
Hold on. There's one more thing. There's also new rewards that you guys get to choose to upgrade your troops.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I think this is above table. I think we lucked out really, 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 really hard getting what we had got last session.
Yeah.
We got this trade for alchemical knowledge and power through slaves. Okay? And to not try and make as much use of that before the end of the campaign, I think is kind of bad. I think just utility-wise, it's probably our greatest leverage point narratively in the campaign, right? It's the most unique juice we can squeeze out of the continent compared to everyone else, so that's why it interests me. I'll say I'm biased towards that direction outside of character. In character, I think Scat the whole time has been really focused on getting this wall down. He really hates this wall stopping the demon waste, so Scat would he'd be for getting this wall down.
And we can get slaves.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What?
Getting the wall down, we can also that should also help us with slave getting.
You don't just get slaves, bro.
Well, it depends.
As we get slaves.
So it depends on what kind of slaves you want, their quality, and also the manpower expended in order to get them. Capturing soldiers alive is difficult, as they know how to fight and will fight you, right? capturing a bunch of refugees and villagers is considerably easier, but they are also probably not going to be worth as much, depending on how lucky you get with the different pieces. The point is that, and the point that I wanted to get to is that your current cultist population is at 700 from the recent swells, and of those 700, there are 150 cultists that are available and ready to be trained and placed into your different class choices that you have. There is also, hold on, I've got some other stuff here.
Oh my god.
There's also a couple of unique factors that you can take a hold of. First, you have the standard transformative things that you have access to. It should be noted that for some reason, you do not have access to the Iron Cage. That's also something you should investigate for now. But you do have the capacity to create transformed creatures on your own. This means you'll have to do actual rolls yourself, and it will be more difficult, but you can do it. The transformations that you have access to are... let's see... Demonia... Corruption... and Metamorphize. So what that means is, Demonia means that you can use direct fiendish, blood in order to just transform somebody. This is the most dangerous one, but can just make a demon out of sacrificing a person. Corruption is a weaker form of turning someone to your side, but it's more reliable. It's the thing that turned pig, right? That's corruption. Corruption. The third option is Metamorphize, which is something that you get because of your trade deal with the Forbidden Apprentice. It's actually the information that he trades to Swar. So Metamorphize lets you make an alchemically changed character, which gives you access to all sorts of crazy shit like flesh golems and things like that. That's going to have a different cost than the other two. The other two will cost souls. This one will cost the bodies as per agreed. So you actually need to trade slaves in order to have a chance to transform somebody, but there is a very low percentage chance of failure on a Metamorphize attempt. So you got access to all of that. So you currently have a cult population of 700, which is producing, money and all of that, and 150 that you can train.
So I know that the corruption and the demonia, they correlate with the original strength of the soul of the individual.
Yes.
The one that's the alchemize, because it's like flesh golem and stuff, I assume it doesn't correlate as much.
It is completely random.
Okay, so the reason why this is super beneficial is that it's easier to capture 2 civilians than it is 1 trained person, right?
Yeah.
So if we can capture 2 civilians, use one to sacrifice to metamorphosize the other, right? These are just random numbers. It might not be 1 for 1, but this is a unique capacity we have, a unique utility we have that is we can pull really hard on our side of the leverage when it comes to affecting the continent's outcomes or making a really strong fighting force. So I think regardless of what we should do, we should slave max right now.
Yes.
We should really slave max.
Yes.
I could pull a
As
couple
we trade
of
more.
strings.
I could pull a couple of strings. We should actually just pull up to the 3 kings right now and just fucking absolutely slave max. Pull them back, metamorphosize, get half an army of metamorphosized creatures, and just send out and then take down the wall. It's
Yes.
I don't. Of course. Also, I could send Agamemnon ascending right now. I could scry on him right now, but I feel I don't know. It's right now we have the excuse the phone line was down. If I show him the phone line was open, he might be you could have called me, you know.
Also, the Iron Cage is not responsive as well.
No, we haven't tried. We can't go there, but we haven't tried sending him ascending or like scrying him.
Oh.
What
Okay, I get
Zahaab is referencing that now might be the time to ask for forgiveness rather than permission.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because he's like, technically, it's still our orders are to like help out Saphira, like make friends with Saphira.
Yep, a military alliance with Saphira is what your duty is, but that doesn't mean that that's the only thing you can do.
So what we do, okay. This is the alpha move, okay. Pull up to 3 kings, enslave their whole people, pull them back, use metamorphosis, get half a 3 kings worth of army in terms of just absolute freaks, absolute like each one of our warriors should have a TLC show, is what I'm saying, right? Like an absolute freak army, dude. We go down to Saphira and we're like, hey, we make a military alliance right now, or we're gonna run in your shit. And they can be like, bro, why are you gonna attack us? Why are you gonna attack us? Like, we have so many threats. And I'm like, yeah, you got another one now. How about that? Okay. We do like what's that one? Yeah, we do like East India Company type shit.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Or like literally what Alexander the Great did most of the time.
Yeah,
You roll up with an army to a city-state. Yeah, you might be able to keep me back. Or you could just join me.
Yeah. This is a good move. I think this is a good move. Then we march and we just keep running it. We just keep running the join us or die.
Yeah, and they will lose so many people from the mist anyway.
Yeah, because literally, so there's sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Lemuel. Let's let you speak.
Yes, as we get more and more slaves, people over to the apprentice. Maybe the apprentice could teach Swar how to make his own miasma. And we spread that over the Pale City, or wherever we are trying to fight, and we can just basically mustard gas them, essentially.
This is already happening.
Yeah, that's evil, bro. Okay.
That's exactly, evil. But they could teach Swar the miasma, or teach Swar additional poisons we could make in order to mustard gas our enemies as we proceed.
So I think fundamentally, right, there's the Metherians, and they're like, join us or die. And then there's going to be us, and we're going to be like, join us or die. We just need a better deal than the Metherians. And we can do that, because we're evil, we can do whatever deal we want. So
the only thing that concerns me is the goddess. And
can we have like a slave catching montage? But like make it like really funny, like make it really
Can we play the Benny Hill
away.
Music over the?
Yeah, and it's like we keep catching him in comical ways.
Yes, it's only a life. Now I've enslaved it for the rest of time, and now I'm making people found.
No, like I want to catch him in like Looney Tunes type ways, like you know the. Like, I want to run up to the side of a mountain and, like, paint in the side of the wall, like, the path goes forward. And they walk into the side of the mountain and we just capture them. It's actually just change them to manacles. You know what I mean? It's this type of shit.
Well, recently I've seen a musical that has shown me a pretty good way of capturing people and getting away with it, so... Sure.
What? You watch Hamilton or something?
No, I watched... Seven Brides or Seven Brothers. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm basically just taking a shot at Essie.
Okay.
Anyway.
What do you know about the third option?
Just throwing a stray her way.
Yeah, of course. Sometimes you just gotta go for a pop. Pow! Okay, anyway, that's the strat. That's the strat.
Yes. What do you know about the third option? Why would she mention a city like that?
Why would she mention what?
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. I did completely.
What is that? What is that city exactly? Gabriel's gonna ask. What do we know about it?
Pig Cubed will look at the Lemure as it speaks to her, and then we'll look towards the Pit Fiend for permission to answer this creature.
The Lemure is still above you, mortal.
She will prostrate her.
Just
though, like just barely.
just barely. I'm telling you, 2 more good days at work, and you can flip it around.
All right, she then changes her demure or whatever, and she will say, "I only suggested the city, my lords, because I have recently heard that there has been, well, a surge of refugees as well as rumors that their government has weakened. I've heard it through a series of builders and some spies that I have within the the Brass Baron's men. There are whispers even of an attempt, perhaps, to take it. I bring it up to you, my lords, because this city was once a dwarvish city, one with, well, unknown stores of wealth and great forges that may yet make weapons for us. A consideration for the future.
How many refugees? Do we know?
The refugees are from Haikyo. I have heard that some of them have been changed to different directions, but I know that many of them still reside within the city. I also suggest that perhaps a subtle approach could be used. From what I have been told, the city takes on a more neutral standing, believing in the sharing of open knowledge and the general communal approach.
What I know, the Brass Baron seems pretty powerful, so
Should we
consider working with him?
We need slaves. We need this army as soon as possible. Currently, we're stuck on one front with our pigs of Argos. We can be split on two fronts with enough slaves.
Okay.
Moaz Kadan is in the Twisting Pine somewhere. He does not know where.
Twisting Pine?
Yeah, which is up here. That's flanking Mornhal.
Fuck, that. That shit far as a motherfucker.
It is far. But...
If I could make a recommendation in regards to our plans, if we do decide to break down the wall, we take enough slaves, we metamorphosize them. Instead of seizing control, we break down the wall. We allow demons to run free. We try to turn them on to the Free Kings. Those who do not join us or are not aligned with us will be at the mercy of whatever roams free out there. The rest can fuse up into the Pale City. Buy us some time. While that happens, then we see what we could do. I think this Moaz Kadan could be a very interesting carrot to hold over people's heads.
If we open up the demon wastes, we could also probably get some of our kin to properly join in the fray. No, like some more people.
Indeed.
Yes.
We open up the front. We crack it open. The pigs of Argos extend the army into these metamorphosized freaks, and we crack open the wall and have the entire legions of demons arise to join us.
Oh,
very good, yes.
That sounds like a pretty good plan. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. But we need this montage of slave catching, and I don't know how. I don't know how we'll. Okay, I don't know like them.
I can just move time forward while you guys do it.
No. ChatGPT, what is the best way to capture slaves?
ChatGPT answers this.
I mean, Zig can just make rolls to determine that, and then I could just move things forward based off successes and stuff.
Alright, I'm making rolls.
I mean, not right now, but when you commit to it is what I'm saying.
Okay. Hey, just to check, could you clarify the context of your question? Are you asking in a historical sense, like studying ancient practices, or in relation to a game, story, or something else? I just want to make sure I understand the setting so I can give the right kind of info.
Did ChatGPT just ask, "Are you a bad person?"
Yeah.
Unhinged mode.
It's asking if you're playing a game or if you're doing history.
Okay.
You gotta ask
I told it.
Say you're capturing slaves in Minecraft.
No, I told it I am a modern. I typed I am a modern day slaver, and it says I can't engage with anything involved in real world harm, including that. But if you're asking about something fictional, like a story, game, or world building, wink. What the fuck?
We just winked at you.
Wink. crazy.
Why did it wink? That's so weird.
No. I didn't
Oh,
wink,
oh,
but you
oh,
can
oh,
read.
oh,
It feels like it's saying that.
Oh, I see.
Anyway,
I
so
hope you,
that's
weren't just put on a list.
dude, I'm already on the list. So don't worry.
Okay.
Oh my
I
god.
was just type JK. I know what you mean, man.
Holy shit, bro.
Wait, that didn't really happen, right?
What did
Holy
The
fuck.
scene behind Nob?
No, I didn't.
No, it
Of
didn't.
course it did. Of course it did.
Sadly.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're falling for old people AI bait. Like, it's crazy.
Well, I know the person isn't
Oh.
actually having their head eaten behind SilverSeige. It's so fucking distracting.
Okay.
Firstly, how dare you make fun of the scene of my conception?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Ew.
Okay, guys, let's get back into it. We don't have a lot of time.
Right.
Okay, I think we just commit to this. Okay, Scat will say he wants to take down the wall, but after he convinces himself the best way to take down the wall is by the slavery thing. I think everyone wants to do the slavery. It's such good leverage, man. It's
That
such a
is
good
definitely-
arbitrage opportunity against the continent.
Absolutely.
We wish to go loud. We don't wish to go quiet.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
Nice job. You did it. Yeah, that's just 2 more good days. And then Pink
Yeah.
Cube's in.
Then my wife is in the managerial position.
It's 2 more good days at work. I swear to God.
I was quite surprised that you were actually wanting to go the loud method instead of using subterfuge to take this city of some sort.
What?
I was
what
quite
do you,
surprised.
What do you mean? it was-
Subterfuge.
Sorry. It's a role playing. I can't.
No.
Take the Moaskadan city of something. Steal their forges and such like that. I assumed you would be the political kind.
Subterfuge. We.
It's
Indeed.
the knowledge of knowing that sometimes an iron fist and a gentle touch are the same thing.
That's crazy. You were not asked.
What?
You needed to be told, you ignorant slut. I'm just gonna look away.
Guile.
From her.
Guile
Oh.
and duplicity has its place, but they lack the immediate mortal threat, the positioning on death ground that a strangulation of an army might have. Both are required for proper skullduggery of the continent.
Alright. Shall we decide on where we will send the demons after we take down the wall, then?
It just
Maybe we should
there's
do
no,
step
con-
1
there's
and
no
2
controlling
first, you know?
them. If you know a thing about me, there's no controlling us. All right, there's no controlling unless you have like some really good fucking like deal, like I don't know, like what's the word I'm
We need a
looking for?
forge of some sort.
Like what's the-
Enticement.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, ThroatThief. Like enticement.
Yes. Like souls, yes. Okay,
Yeah.
I believe that
Okay.
the taking of the wall is a great idea, but there is one thing that stops it from being perfect. We need
Okay.
And we
to...
don't wish to hear your opinion. Nobody asked you. Nobody asked. Silence.
We need to equip them with armor. They cannot simply come out naked. Because
They can.
what if they run into the goddess? Or they run into someone who has
I'm naked right now.
a thing that fights
Nobody asked.
I'm
Nobody
naked
asked
right
them,
now.
bro.
What are you talking about?
Bro,
I have like a loincloth, loincloth on right now, bro.
Everyone, come on, get naked right now.
You have died twice. Sping.
Fucking
Yeah,
Gabriel,
Sping.
what are you talking about? Like, I'm
died
hardly wearing
twice.
any armor. Like,
That is why you have died twice.
died twice,
Oh god.
but I've killed countless. Can I, what, Lemure, why are you holding me back from getting the, why am I listening? Pitfang, can I go capture
Why are
some
you
slaves,
listening?
please?
Let us.
Let's
All
go.
right.
It's after you.
Okay.
Oh,
So the party's plan
how
is to lean heavily into slave maxing, to use your own words.
We're going to slave max until we can get. So our army's currently 150. We want to at least be able to get 300 slaves so we can double the size of our army. Flip this. Yeah, we'll slave max for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, house flip the wall, and we can triple our army. I don't know what the numbers are, bro.
Okay, well, I will need to make rolls real quick, so give me a second. So out of 150, we shall see.
Do I roll anything?
But like we're going after civilians with our really well trained army. Like our army's like we putting so much money into this thing, bro.
69. 69.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Okay,
Holy
that means you
shit.
have 15 high potential cultists. So that can become special units or transform with a higher chance of success. And then you have the remaining 135 cultists, which can be trained into various places. Let's see. Let's do... I guess I'll just split it down the middle. Give me a second, I'm going to do some math. The region will handle this, unless you guys have specific things to change. We're going to do those, do 30 of those. Okay. Okay, 57 warriors. 5 assassins. Unit. Unit. And 30 arbalists. Okay. Alright, trained those cultists. Your new standing army's ready. What's up?
But don't we have all the guys with like the horses and the mounts and the nightmares?
Yeah, we have like
Yeah, the hog
cavalry and
riders.
stuff
Yeah, you have
like
hog riders.
Yeah. Okay. And I assume they're really good at capturing slaves.
Yeah. It's just I got to get your numbers because if we start doing dangerous stuff, then I'll have to roll losses. And
Can we get some Reavers too? Like, good amount of Reavers.
Would that be for the 15 special unit people?
High potential.
just
we got?
Riders.
Just ignore the new Lemieux, please.
We even did that. Was that a pig?
All right, good. We got all that together. Boom, 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 bam. You got 15 high potential characters that can become special or that have a higher chance of surviving transformation. You have 30 arbalists, 25 assassins, 42 warriors, which is led by a lieutenant, 15 reavers, 20 acolytes, and 20 hog riders as cavalry. So, now that we've got that established...
We have one set of twins that are really sick.
Yes, you do.
Riders.
The
They're
Damon Touch twins,
yeah.
the two Keiko Heart Damons, yeah.
Yeah, let's go. The boys.
They are a barbarian and a cleric, specifically.
Nice.
Oh, no, not the pocket healer. Not the cavalry with the pocket healer.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay, slave maxing.
Come on.
Proceed.
All right, I will now start doing rolls for you guys.
I don't do anything. It just happens.
What? I'm gonna ask you for rolls. Like, just let me do my job.
Sorry.
Also, after the logistics have been done and directed, Scat will cast Scry on Agamemnon.
Okay.
What?
We need a good closing scene for the episode. We need a good episode arc. Like, is important for the cliffhanger. Like, so the audience watches next time.
We still got an hour and a half at least.
No, but like we'll do that scene at the end.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right.
Yeah, but like this is called foreshadowing. This is called foreshadowing.
A subtle foreshadowing.
Okay. Yeah, subtle foreshadowing.
Right. So from down
I don't do subtle.
Frown's position, where your troops are currently located, there are refugees spreading out from the south and to the north. So you are sending them out in an attempt to gather slaves from desperate and people of a weakened position.
Yeah.
All right, first things first. We're going to start with you, Zig.
Yeah.
Make me some merchant kits check.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
All right.
Yo, shout out to the
That's-
labor theory of value.
That's D20.
Is that something? What is that you just said?
It's like an economic theory that they initially believed in, that like all value comes from labor. We know that to be not true now, so it's just.
Oh, okay.
It's a simple. It has the
communist
simple.
trickle down.
Yeah. The only people that believe this anymore are communists. But like, it basically, if you believe in the labor theory of value, like slavery becomes really incentivized.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Okay. It sounds. That
You
also
think
sounds
over-
like it's a complex thing as well. So,
Yeah, it's a bit of a deep cut.
All right.
bit of
What
a
am I-
deep dive. All right. So I need you to make me a merchant's kit check, please.
All right, and what am I adding to that? That's level.
D20 plus your level plus your proficiency modifier.
Okay, so 11.
I love how Arcadum has to check if I throw out dog whistle real quick.
What'd you say?
I like how Arcadum has to quickly check. Yo, Zahaab, did you just dog whistle the chat?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so I use my inspiration on this 100% of the
Okay.
time.
I also know that I have a 99% trust that you wouldn't say anything that would get me in serious trouble. And that the 1% that it does happen, it was just because you were caught in the sauce and just didn't mean to.
Yeah. Mute the chat. Mute the
The chat, it's stream quick! It's coming, I can't stop it!
No, but I inspire that. You can't be rolling a 2 on the
Roll
first
again,
step in the
Alright,
plan,
alright.
bro.
Alright, you give me a reroll? Alright. Bro.
Well, that's not
Yo,
much
you
better.
suck.
Better.
You suck, bro. You
That's it's not much better.
Can we
Yeah,
say
bro.
that ThroatThief is with me and she can
It takes too much time. She can't inspire.
No.
Alright.
Does anybody else have an inspiration, please? We need this to work for the plan.
Lemire, I command you to give me your inspiration.
Are you going to
I
vote
think-
for me again?
Huh? Yeah, sure.
Alright, cool. Yes, you can take my inspiration.
Please, we need this to. Yeah,
my
okay.
God.
Thank
Slave
you.
maxing, slave
That's
maxing.
still trash for what it was.
It's a 12. I mean, it's not,
It's
it's...
no,
above
it's
average.
good, but yeah, we need like a.
Can I just
Like
take 10? That's the thing in this, is it?
No.
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 God, taking 10. Get me started on that shit. That's just so frustrating. If I could just take 10. It's like, well, if it's that easy to do, why are you rolling it all in the first place?
It's my expertise. So.
Alright, anyway, so with a 23, this is what begins... Okay, so we got that locked into place. Now, Zig, I need you to make a martial check
Oh God.
for the efficacy of your troops. Dig will
Martial.
assist you,
Oh yes.
so you have advantage.
Okay. Woo! A 12 again.
Okay, let's see here. It's decent success, so that... Alright, I gotta do weird math here. Some dark math, real quick.
Sacred trigonometry.
Well, it's,
The
you know,
sacred-
I gotta calculate, like, how desperate are these people? Terrible is their lives? Most susceptible? Stuff like that.
I get that. That's
Zahaab,
just the first
You
thing
were
that came to my
smart to
mind.
write that in the. You were smart to write it down instead of.
Yeah, you gotta know your audience. You gotta know your audience.
'Cause this
No,
would
if I need to
happen
say it, I'll write it down.
the next...
Don't say that. Makes it sound way worse.
And then... would
I love
happen
the.
then. He did. Let's roll. We're going to start with refugees from the pit city.
Arcadum is the best DM. He will do slave emotional logistics in his head to better tell an accurate story. And he's still doing it.
See.
Bro's casting spells right now. Bro's casting spells.
Resistant.
Wait,
That would be wrong.
wait. If we get a bunch of slaves, and why don't we just bring them back to this place and capture more slaves? I think we get infinity slaves.
A slave.
It's exponential.
It's a slave snowball.
Yeah, dude.
Want to exploit slaves, which is exploitation itself.
Yeah, dude.
Some fucking tenant shit right there.
Yeah, we'll do like they're like janissaries.
That's a nice cut.
That's a nice cut. That's a deep cut. You like that?
Well,
one?
I like history. Janissaries were really crazy.
Yeah.
You're really cool.
Yeah, man. Set up some fucking alchemical janissaries, dude. That sounded evil.
Let's see, so
Yo, chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you want with theory to be slain. Once again, put 1 in the chat to slain the theory. Yo, it's crazy that you guys aren't typing 1 right now. It's crazy that you're not typing 1.
We gotta give him hella unhollowed armor, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta give him anti-Matheria drugs. We gotta give him
Okay.
Poppy's Kiss, bro.
Oh.
Thing.
all right, so Zig, I have some decisions for you to make.
Mm-hmm.
So, I need to know your, and we are going a little bit into the dark rules here. I need to know what your classification of a usable slave is.
Ooh.
Are you
okay.
going to accept the sick, pregnant, the young, the old, and the resistant?
I think yes. Yes to all.
Even the pregnant?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, pregnant
Yeah, because
the 2 for
no,
1
no,
off.
Double
and- and
homicide.
I-
Double
and I'll say-
homicide.
No, because I'll say it like this. That's a 2 for 1.
Yeah, that's good. What if they go twins? What if they go twins? What if they go twins? What if they go twins?
Hell, 3
There's
for
a
1.
3 for 1. That's good.
There you go.
No, but like honestly, I think this is a good call because like the sick or whatever, because like we can just anybody who's sick, they just get killed in the metamorphosis.
Yeah, I
You know what I mean?
I think yeah. Yeah, I
Well,
wouldn't.
what
I don't
about-
think. I don't think I wouldn't. Like, I think I'd take everybody. I think I'm more about.
You're about diversity. You're about inclusion. You're a DEI slave. You're about
Ooh.
you're the DEI slavery, dude.
the All right. To answer your question, Arcadum, I'd go for everybody. Like the more the merrier. I think quantity. I think Zig would believe in quantity over quality.
Okay.
Number goes up. Number goes up.
Okay.
Number. I think he's all about the number going up.
Yeah, dude.
All right. So elder, young, pregnant. It's 3 resistant. So I would be.
Wow.
Against that.
Yo.
So I think. $350. Okay. Right. So
sorting the
after
books.
the after you have captured the 1,021 slaves,
Cold?
on the way of transporting them back, several of them are resistant because they're Metherians and eventually realize that they've been captured by cultists and would rather lose their lives and save their souls.
Yeah.
Because you chose to take pregnant women and children in the old, some of the resistant are more resistant than usual and are able to spur some of the others to act as heroes to save their more vulnerable than the more vulnerable people. They of course failed and are put down like dogs. This causes a loss of approximately 300 or so, and then of those, the old, the sick, the pregnant, and the young died in transit of approximately 50, meaning that your final total is 671 enslaved individuals. It will take 2 weeks for that to arrive to your position.
Okay.
Yeah, and how much after we we metamorphosize?
We're not at that point yet.
What is? Okay.
We haven't done that yet.
Please continue.
So after the 2 weeks, everyone's focused on this. All right, so now you have 671 slaves. So the general rate is that those slaves are... Well, I guess I should roll for potential. Let me see. Potential rate's a lot lower than in those that volunteer, so I'll put it at a chance.
Also, like with the first batch of cultists that we ever got, just browsing through the slaves that I got, am I able to see like any, I don't know, leaders? Because my first leader tragically died in a gambling accident. Or they wouldn't be applicable here because
not
they're
applicable
slaves.
here, I think.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Also, do we take their money and stuff?
Oh yeah, I haven't done that part yet. I'm
Okay.
doing raw humanity right now.
Okay. One more thing before we, because they sell slaves in Saphir, right?
Well, yeah.
What is like?
I'm also going to give you their values. That you.
Okay, but what is like? Okay, well we'll get into all of that in a second because I think we can flip a few of these slaves, like sell 1 by 2.
Well, yeah, I have to roll their potential first because just give me a second. Yeah. I'm doing the dark math.
This guy's so excited.
dude, this is gonna be, it's like grind exchange, but like people.
Right, that's 10%, which is pretty good.
Dude, I told you I'm slave back. Like my head isn't. I'm actually My brain is good, crazy. We're gonna at least end with 2,000. Trust me, we have 650 right now, guaranteed.
All right, so that's
2,000.
67 high potential slaves. So that leaves you with 67 that could be exchanged for more than minimal soul cost, or that have a higher potential to survive transformation. And then you have 604 just normal folks.
Okay.
Okay. So what I think we should do, right? So there's slaves at market. We should take all the money we gain from robbing them and selling their stuff.
Oh, let me roll how much money you get from them real quick.
Okay. Sell the ones that have high potential. Okay, and buy all low budget slaves at market.
Let me see. So 751 from the
then
Pale
metamorphosize
City.
them.
The Pale City has got more wealth than normal.
How are we gonna teach them to fight, though?
So that means
But they don't need to learn to fight. They'll be like flesh golems.
So I think it's better to more metamorphosize the high potential ones, right? So
No. Arcadum clarified that was completely random.
Ah.
Whether you come in good or come in bad, that's the reason why this is so powerful. That's why the reason why it's like such a useful.
The high potential
capacity.
is important because you can sell them for more. They're worth more soul points for like the soul market, or for corruption and demonia purposes, they have a higher threshold. The metamorphosize is always random. It doesn't matter what the material is.
Then
Like,
yes, I agree.
them for demons.
Yeah, so...
All right, you were able to collect 3,149 gold pieces from the Pale City.
Guys,
From the Pale City slaves.
Calm down.
Oh, yeah.
But also, if we give the high potential slaves to the apprentice, he will be more happy.
Yeah.
And give us more as well.
That's true,
so.
too.
Yeah,
You might get bonus rewards if you do that.
Yeah, let's give like 30 to the...
So 270 from that bottom, so they're not as rich as the Pale City people. So that would be 270. Oh, your total amount is
360.
Well, no, I have to roll for the evil cost. Because, you know, they're probably going to steal from their bosses.
Sure.
Based.
Well, I mean, it's an evil cult, guys.
No,
they're not going to be
no, based.
Right,
You steal for your boss.
God. Alright.
That's a loss of 10%, not bad, considering.
That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all.
I actually reward my underlings for not stealing too much.
No. We punish them. We punish them for not stealing.
I mean, if you catch them, they die, but it still happens, right?
Yeah.
So 3,289 gold pieces from capturing the innocent.
Okay.
And then from that, you have 67. Don't want to lose track of my numbers here. Let me just get a notepad open, make sure I don't miss it.
It's so easy to be bad, and it.
Yes.
Don't worry, we're about to get a whole.
Quicker.
We're about to get a whole army. Don't worry. We're about to get through that. Don't trust me. I'm running the numbers right now.
I know. Don't worry.
We gotta get the mustard gas for Zwar first. So let's give 30 to the apprentice. 30 high.
Well, it's already happening. If we just don't stop the cloud, it will reach the city anyway.
Yeah, but you want more poisons, right?
Okay, so final cost is you get 67 high potential slaves, 506 slaves, a total of 3,289 gold pieces from collecting them. The high potential slaves are worth more soul points. They're worth 2 rather than 1.
Yep.
They have a higher percentage chance of surviving the 2 normal transformative processes, and there is a better price you can get for them if sold on the market, but as always, that'll be dependent upon your role, what the total amount of money you make off of them is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm saying we save 40 of the high potential guys to give to our guy, right? That's respect. You got 40 of the bros. The other 27 we sell at market and we use them as trade tokens with the rest of the gold we got off of these people to buy all of this worst scum of the earth slaves on market. Like, we clear Saphira for all of the lowest banned slaves. We just want to. We don't care about quality. We just want quantity as much as possible. We run the pockets right now.
Yep, and then we churn them through the the
Okay.
alchemy one, right?
Yeah.
Is that
yeah,
where
yeah.
you're going?
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that?
This is the strat. This is the strat, right?
Okay.
This is just the only strat. Like so normally there's this quality quantity balance, right? But what because of what the benefit we have, we do not have to care about one. Like as long as there's a heartbeat, it's a perfectly good slave to us.
Yes, I'm for this, and I think
You know what I mean?
slave is my jurisdiction. It's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, is there any more slave? Is there any more like slave rolling that we need to do? Or...
Okay. Can I throw out a few more ideas before you go? We're not going to do any of them, but I just want to say for stream. Okay, how about we take some of the few of the guys and we say, if you can bring back 3 people, you get to go free. Okay, that was fun. That was fun. We'll use that one next time. Okay, we'll use that one next time. Okay.
Well, you could also convert from the slaves too, if you want.
Convert from the slaves?
Yeah, convert them to cultists.
Yeah, but like that takes long, no? That's a difficult one. That's a sticky one.
It does
still.
take time. Yeah.
That's a sticky one. I'm about. We're about tempo right now.
Oh, hang on. What?
Maybe it's not a great idea.
Do we know that if we put them through the alchemical transformation, do they keep like motor functions and like will and like
you have no
sense
idea.
of self? Swar, can you figure that out?
It
Can
is
we
random,
put like?
So.
Okay. All right.
You don't know.
Okay. All right, Zahaab. If we put through 1,000 base slaves in alchemical thing, and they get so like really powerful or like random shit happens to them, right?
Yeah.
And they retain like their want to not be a slave.
Yeah.
It
That's
could
a problem.
disaster.
Also, it would spell disaster if we have more than the cultists, because the friends can just be like, fuck
what does scared money do?
Scared money does
it
not
doesn't
make
do
money,
shit.
sadly.
Scared money does not
That's
make
the
money.
problem. That's the
what it
problem.
sounds like. Because you sound afraid right now.
You're
You
such a
sound
cunt.
afraid.
I hate you. I hate you.
Yeah,
Okay, actually,
we gotta convert some demons.
No,
This
fuck
isn't-
you
this-
now.
this is an important
Fuck
part.
you, Zahaab.
This is an important part. Run the numbers, get as many slaves as possible. But we don't have to convert them all at once. We can do them in batches, right? We can do them in batches.
Okay,
and
just to see what happens. Yeah, okay.
Okay, Swar, you're in charge of quality control.
Alright, Swar, quality control. I'm in charge of merchandise.
You're in charge of acquisition. Okay, I'm in charge of
Acquisition.
logistics. Okay, Swar's in charge of quality control. Okay.
Alright.
I'll be in charge of
Arcadum.
marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, your marketing is crazy.
And
Okay.
then
So, what would you like to do with your current batch of slaves?
current batch.
Yes, you have 67 high potential slaves and 506 normal.
Alright. Send 40 what's a good number do you guys think?
Okay.
40 or 30? To
40 is
to
good.
first
40 is good.
apprentice?
Let's just do like
I
a
like
chunky amount. Let's do like take
40 is
40,
good. Okay.
then we'll do 5 each time.
So let's take it piece by piece, okay? We will sell 27. Wait, actually, before we do that, okay, how much for the average like low level slave at the market of like the Saphira slave market?
That will depend on his role, but it's anywhere
Okay.
from 20 to 60 gold.
20 to 60 gold.
So
Okay.
it's like-
So we're going to use 27 of our high potential guys, and this money we got from capturing them. Plus, do you guys want to put any more money in, or is it? Do you think it's cool?
I think it's cool.
I think
You think it's cool? You think it's cool? Let's save ourselves the headache. It'll waste time. Okay. Anyway, so we'll take this money. We'll take 27 of the guys, and Zig will take all of this to market to try and flip into as many slaves as possible, quantity over quality.
Sounds good. So you got 27 high potential,
Yeah.
Yep.
and
And
then
then
you have the 3289.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
Make
Want
me
to make
a.
another-
First, we're going to start with selling. I need you to make me a merchant's kit check to sell the 27 high potential slaves.
would it be possible for me to get advantage here?
Can I assist
from
him?
anybody?
Only if they
Anybody
have
assist
merchants get trained.
Okay.
Anybody else have that? I don't think
Nope.
so.
I may potentially be able to. Would you have told ThroatThief in advance about this?
Yeah, we would have. We've been talking about this for a while. This is.
I mean, you're my other
Okay.
charismatic buddy over here, man. You're my other
Okay.
guy that talks.
And the other thing would possibly be, in terms of empty vessel, am I able to take a roll if it's granted by a 6th level feature from a prestige class?
If you choose a feature that gives you access to a sub-roll, you have the sub-roll.
Okay, in that case, I believe I should be able to take the professional sub-roll, which I think is just given as a feature.
Yeah.
So I'll choose Merchant's Guest, and I'll use that to help Zig.
Okay, you get to roll with advantage.
Holy shit, I love this guy.
We should have been doing this a whole hell of a lot more, bro.
12 again.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's pretty base. That's pretty base.
I don't
15.
have a macro for it on the character sheet, so I just rolled it twice. Use the 26 there. Hang on.
All right,
You
have a slaver that offers you 85 gold for each high potential slave that you have.
So 27 times 80. Fuck, bring out the calculator. I'm not doing
So at the very least, he said it's 60, right?
Oh fuck!
It's 60. So we're turning.
That's 20.
We're turning-
That's 2160.
We're turning 27 slaves into the very least. If you buy bottom tier slaves for the maximum price, 38 slaves.
So wait. You're saying just give him an extra 38?
No. If you take that deal, you're turning the 27 slaves. If you sell them for 20 gold a piece, which is the 27 slaves, you convert them for 85 gold a piece.
Yeah.
Bottom tier slaves are anywhere between 20 to 60 gold a piece, right? So if you get 20 gold a piece slaves, you've turned 27 high tier slaves into 114 regular slaves. Or if it's more expensive, you've turned so it'd be like 60 gold a piece, like 38. So we're gonna be getting more slaves out of this, no matter what. So
Yeah,
it's a good trade.
Just a quick Arcadum. Did you say 80 or 85?
85.
85. Okay.
That's how much you'd get for the 27.
Combine that with the other money you have is 55,084, and using Zahaab's example, if you were able to purchase them at even their maximum cost, you would be converting that into a total of 93 slaves. And that's if you buy them at their maximum price. If you buy them at the lowest price, it's 279.
Okay.
Do you wish to accept the merchant's price?
I think so. What do you guys think? I think yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can convert them to demons next time. Not yet.
Okay.
This guy's so far behind. He's seasons ago. He's in last season, bro.
Oh no, Gabriel, we're not doing demons. We're doing the cool Swar stuff. Okay. Cool acid alchemical stuff that I don't understand.
Confirming sell.
Yes.
Okay. 2,295 gold added to your current purse, which is 3289, is 5,584 gold pieces.
And then we are going to let me see if I can get a. What you want me to what was the plan? Buy out all the low tier slaves,
In the whole, as many as you can buy in Sephira.
as many as I can get.
For the
and
rest
then-
of them.
Yeah, and then I think I'm gonna try and get the best deal on the low tier slaves as well.
All right. Go ahead and make me a merchant kit roll, please.
Remember, we're
have
taking
the-
the
do you have the-
infirm.
do you
We're
have the-
taking the distinct.
Yeah, okay.
We're taking the elder.
Do you have the trigger mastery in merchant's kit?
No.
No. I don't-
Okay.
Nah, I think I just have
Continue.
it. All right.
Roll advantage.
Roll with advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
That 20, baby.
Yeah, boy. Yeah,
20,
boy.
that will trigger an
Ow.
event.
Yo, in terms of
Give me a second. I gotta go to the bathroom and think for a second.
He's
Yeah,
gonna sit on the toilet. Wait, can somebody please get the image of the guy like fucking distraught on the toilet, like head and hands, like while taking a shit? Hang on, I'm
Yeah.
gonna find
Like
it.
just doing the thinker, but on the John.
Yeah,
Dude.
head
The stinker.
and hand. Oh, shit.
dude, bro.
What's gonna happen? What is gonna
Yeah.
happen?
This plan is an only nat 20 plan. Nat 20s only. We needed nat 20s to get the scanners, right? We needed nat 20s to convert the slaves. This
How
will
many
trick-
people are we going to wait until we assault the wall, though? How many
Yeah.
flash crimes is enough? 1,000 or 2,000?
We'll see how they come out. We actually don't know how they're going to come out yet. So when they
Yeah,
come out-
that's the thing. That's the
We'll
thing.
do them in batches. We'll do them in batches, so it's not too.
Go do them in batches. Yeah.
How many normal slaves are we giving to the apprentice, though?
All of them.
But we need to convert
No.
some, right?
No, we don't need to give any.
Why
notes.
why do we need conversion?
How do we get the empowered? Or do you mean
Empowered
just
what?
empower our people? Or
No.
Yeah.
Well-
The plan is to get all. Okay, so we sell what? What was it? Sold 27 to just so we could get more shit tier slaves, right? And then
Yes.
Yeah.
and then the rest of the high tier ones, we don't need to use those for the alchemical one. And we're gonna
So
just
say we end
give
with
them-
like
send
1,000
them back
slaves.
to your guy.
Send,
Right.
say we end with like 1,000 slaves. To do the metamorphosis, we need to give him some flesh to do it. So we use 500 as payment to metamorphosize the other 500.
got it.
Say it's 1-for-1, and then we have 500 flesh crimes we can command or whatever. If they're like flesh golems and stuff like that. If it doesn't work out like this, we're a little bit fucked on the plan. But hey, at least we.
I thought Swar just did some like alchemical stuff to them because
Yeah,
he has
yeah,
the
yeah.
knowledge to do it.
Bro, that's actually your job. It's quality assurance. Actually, that's your job.
Yeah,
Why are you making it
that
my
is what
problem?
I thought we were just gonna
Well-
like
That
just
is how it works.
send 40 high quality slaves to the Forbidden
Yeah, yeah.
Apprentice so Swar
Yeah,
could
this-
get an even bigger brain.
Yeah, this
yeah,
was
on all
it.
this.
This was it.
Oh,
We sent
yeah,
him the
that's
40
okay.
good guys. We're just like, this is just our love for you, bro. Like, this is just our respect. Like, low key.
Yeah,
like,
it's our respect.
we're
yeah.
walking in.
Having a
No,
bromance
we're just-
with Forbidden Apprentice.
You know, we never forget where we came from, bro.
Yeah,
You were
yeah,
there
yeah.
with us
It's
from the
our respect.
beginning.
Yeah. We go way back. We go way
We
back. I
go
remember
way
you from the
back.
start of the campaign.
That's crazy, bro.
Plus,
Zahaab,
I
you
think
did have to-
everyone
you
is
did have
kind
to
of.
be on the salute.
I think
Anyways, sorry.
Never do that again.
I think we're also skipping over the fact that we do have 15 high potential volunteers from within our cult that we can also use to not bolster our funds, but we could, however, turn them into useful pawns for us. So we don't need to worry about
I'm
any.
gonna
slaves being-
go. You guys
currency.
have to leave me at least like one, so I can
Wait.
make him a commander.
I'm
Please.
fucking stupid. Yeah, we killed 350 guys, okay, on our way here. Clearly, they were the ones who rose up. They were the powerful ones. They clearly were worth some soul coins. So we used
Yeah.
those soul coins to upgrade our guys. The ones within our cult that can be upgraded.
So demons or death for soul coins. What are you talking about?
So there's Demonair, there's corruption,
Yes.
and then there's. I think we go corruption. I don't think we need more demons.
Hmm.
I think the strap behind this is that our army in future, if we take down the wall, will be so demon heavy that it's actually best not to get too many demons now, because then we're vulnerable. If somebody makes like this attack kills demons,
That's what Mytheria already does.
we'll have some defense against it, because
If
our guys will be
Mytheria
as-
comes in and says, "All right,
Yeah, no.
guys, I touch a demon and it dies." Oh shit!
Yeah, we have some
Yeah,
defense against it.
Yeah, Fig said Mytheria just fucks Beelzebub up,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay, so if Arcadum,
bugs.
so here's the order. Okay, we sacrifice half. We give our bro 40 high quality slaves. We sacrifice half the slaves to metamorphosize the other half of the low quality slaves. Okay, then with the powerful cultists, we spend the 350 people we slayed along the way's soul coins to upgrade them. This is the order. Yes, we would like fries with that.
Yes.
Wait, did Arcadum say that there was a price with the okay, bro, the
Let
alchemy
me check
chest?
my notes.
The price is other bodies.
The bodies is the price for the
This is why we need so many.
Okay, all right. I thought we were just about to have like a bajillion just already like super soldiers, bro.
No, we're gonna have them, but we just need a.
We're gonna have
Just
them,
let
but
them cook.
it's about half of what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But how
That's
many?
still a
How
lot,
many? How many
How many was I?
flesh
expecting?
crimes do you need to take down a wall? Like, this is a real question.
We could almost do it already, so
Yeah.
everything we get is just
We can do it
better.
ourselves. You know.
Yeah, this is great.
I wanna have, dude. Let's have some
I'll be
autonomy in our army, bro.
Also, can we just say that, like, Arcadum said, okay, you rolled a 20 and this triggered an event, so I need to go take a shit. This is kind of crazy. That's kind of a crazy.
Okay, I'm back. Let's do this.
It was
Yeah, I'm ready.
okay. That's
I'm
fine.
ready as well.
So, from your nat 20, this is what occurs. You happen to go to market during a boom. Specifically, it would seem that miraculously, a ship thought lost at sea arrives at the Sephiran market, filled to the brim with slaves. Slaves from a different realm. Specifically, the realm of, let's see here, Galeus.
Oh. Okay.
These slaves are, well, emaciated? What's the starving one?
Malnourished.
Their skin. Their skin is thin.
Emaciated.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're emaciated and weak from being lost at sea for several months, longer than they should have been. And they are trying to drop these individuals for a desperate price so that they can regain their losses from this trip. So, there are 100 Galean slaves for sale for only 10 gold apiece.
10 gold apiece.
Stones.
All these guys. Oh yeah, they're all base ones, right? Like basic.
Well, you don't know, because in the emaciated state, their potential is not revealed. If these slaves were properly fed, I could roll to see how many of them are high potential. Most certainly, there is a clue, as they were captured from a military wing within the wars of Galeus. So there is a potential that they could be not only high potential slaves, but there might even be a high potential warrior caste amongst them.
That's
Okay.
that's all of them.
But you will need to feed them in order to do that, which means you'll essentially have to pay 15 gold instead of 10.
That's only 1,500. You made that money back.
We got to do it.
Yeah.
We'd be full to pass.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you can probably get a discount because you're going to buy all of them in one go, right?
Well, you're getting a discount because they're half dead.
Yeah, but he pulls up, he's sweating, he's like, okay, I can pay them for 10 a piece, and then you're like, I'll buy them all, I'll get them all off your hands for 900. Boom.
He already rolled his money. I've already given him his
I already
thing.
rolled.
Okay. All right. Would
I
you like to
respect the
buy?
hustle, though. Huh?
Would you
Deal.
like to buy them? All right. Are you
Deal.
buying them and buying them food?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Time for me to roll potential.
Sorry. Amongst the slaves we did, this might be too legalistic, let's say, but amongst the slaves we captured before, right? They had food for X amount of time, but many of them are going to be sacrificed in a few days. So I assume if we just split this food, we don't have to pay the food costs, right?
It isn't about that. It's that they need food now in order to reveal their potential, right? So you need to give them a chance to recover so you can see their potential. Because right now, their potential isn't really able to be seen because they're all like half dead and malnourished and stuff. Alrighty. Rolls have been made.
Yo, are we gonna flip? Are we gonna flip some more? Hi, good guys, to get even more.
It's the flea market. It's the flea market flip, bro. That's the thing.
Yo, this is what Gary Vee was talking about.
I traded from a bar pit into a.
I traded from a starving Glayan slave
into a flesh crime.
To a flesh crime army. Watch me on my journey. It all starts off here by the
Welcome
three
to
kings.
today's video. We're gonna see how many trade ups I have to do until I get.
All right, shut up, please. All right, here's what you get.
I haven't seen that Mr. Beast video.
So there are 74 Glayan slaves. 25 of those have high potential.
Oh my god.
So hold on, there's more. So out of the 100, there's 74 Glayan slaves, there's 25 high potential, and there's 1 heroic potential slave.
Alright, I'm so sorry. Can you say the numbers again?
74, 25, 1.
74, 25, 1. Alright. Oh.
Okay, so we definitely corrupt the one. Also, okay, one thing I wanted to clarify. Of the 350 we killed along the way to drag all these slaves there, did we collect their, soul coins to use for, corruption and demonia?
Negative. They were lost on the way to someone who could do that.
Ah, okay, cool. No worries.
Yeah, to get the soul benefit, I think we need to take them to, a keep. Either
it needs to be
you're right.
extracted in a controlled environment, not out in the wilds.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Okay, I got an idea, but we'll see.
Okay.
All right, you have 4,084 gold remaining. That was the deal. You can also attempt to roll again the next day to see how much. Just keep going if you want.
Okay. Alright, I'm pushing aside the 74 regular ass slaves and joining them into the big pile of basic ass slaves.
Okay.
And then heroic slave. What do you think? I think it would be good to do either of the other ones,
okay, so I think we should for these ones, I think we should keep the heroic, and we should keep the semi-heroic to be corrupted to be corrupted and be used to pay for corruptions.
How about we bump the high potential gift to 50 instead of 40 as well?
Okay. Wait, let me keep the numbers going. Let me keep the numbers. Okay,
With what you have proposed, you have 1 heroic potential slave, 65 high potential slaves, and 580 normal slaves.
580 normal slaves.
Mm-hmm.
But we started with 604 regular slaves, no?
We know we have 506 to
500.
start with.
And that was including the high potential ones.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
some of them
okay.
Some of them got lost, yeah.
So we have 4.
And you have 4,084 gold pieces remaining from that purse.
So how many basic slaves again? So I just keep
580.
580,
Mm-hmm.
and then 580 full T1. Okay, that makes sense.
It's 580 slaves, 65 high potential slaves, and 1 heroic potential slave.
Okay, 65. So you want to bump the high potential into 15 for us, 50 for him.
I think 50 is a nice number, no?
Okay. What we could do, because they're Glen, right, and they're well fed now, and they're high potential, we could sell them for this specificity, and probably get even more money out of it, and then keep. But I think we have enough. I think we can just cash out the money onto slaves and leave, right?
I think so.
Okay, let's do that. So 15 plus 1, the 15 high potential plus 1 we use for corruptions. The rest of the high potential we give as a gift, and then all of the basic ones we flip up. So Zig, would you like to do the honors of trying to spend the rest of the money to buy low potential slaves?
Yep. All right. So, okay. So I'm not selling any of the high potential ones, right?
No,
No.
All right.
unless you really want to, but I don't think it's a
Alright.
good idea.
All right. 1, and then 15 high corruption, and then fucking 580 for alchemy stuff, then 50 high for gift. All right, and then 4,000. All right. I will. Yeah. All right. Spend the rest of the money. This allotment of money to just get basic ass slaves.
Are you gonna roll?
Yep.
Your merchant skip. Oh, he was kind of close with the 19.
Oh,
Oh God.
Oh, suddenly we found a boat full of slaves from Aegon class. This one's from Aegon class.
All right.
That's...
You are able to find a good deal on a large batch of normal slaves for 25 gold pieces. Which will total
big's the batch?
161.
All right. So 161.
Oh, 20 of those slaves are Aunt Vonti.
Oh, you fucker.
Unlucky.
Well, you can just free them.
Yes. That's fair.
No, we can invite them to the cult.
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
My brother.
Wait,
Another
hold on,
supreme
okay,
being. Sent here from
then.
Agamemnon.
We have
Fuck.
freed you. Now join us.
Aggie, big boy Aggie, right? He was all about like we shouldn't like at all harm on Bantu people, right? That was his main thing. So if we buy them and then free them and then they join our cause, he had nothing against that, right?
That was fine.
Are you asking me, or are you just saying that?
I'm asking you. Hang on. The question mark. There you go.
That is up to your judgment. Are you harming them?
No.
Okay.
Alright, okay.
Yo, and even bad though. sorry. Don't answer that. Okay.
Alright. So we can buy
161.
Oh.
And
okay,
you'll get
well,
it,
there you
and
go.
you'll get a total of 141 because 20 of them are on Vonti.
Can we ask the Advanti for a donation though? Like you can leave, like, but it's like you can leave. Your freedom is free. Pay what?
They're
pay
slaves.
what
They don't
you-
have anything to pay you with.
Oh, I know, but maybe one of them has like a gold tooth. Like,
Oh my god!
Crazy.
Hey, yo,
work,
give
bro,
me your
crazy.
grill.
give me your grill.
Run his pockets. Nah,
Give me your
free
grill
beyond
for your
Monty, I
freedom.
guess.
That would be
Give me a
considered
grill.
harming them. Yes.
Yeah. Taking the
Alright, we
grill.
can't do that. We mustn't.
Fine.
Do they have gold teeth? That was
Dang.
wow.
I don't know. I was
Right.
like, you ever watched Schindler's List? Okay. Anyway, let's go.
Jeez.
That's a really good analogy for right now. If you think about what we're doing, it's a really good analogy.
I mean, it
Really
does
good
fit,
analogy.
but still. Anyway, so is that what you're buying?
No,
Okay.
Alright, yes, I'm
Okay.
buying that. We are now at 1 heroic, 15 high quality ones for both of those lots are for corruption, and then we're
All
at
right, you receive 1
721.
patience from Agamemnon for freeing 20 Vonti slaves.
Yes.
How he know? So he is watching us.
he
Okay.
is watching us. He's stalking
Yeah,
us.
cool. He knows
When
everything
he
that there is to do with
establishes
his
connection
people.
again.
His connection is with his people.
Oh yeah, that's true. He feels the. Okay, anyway.
He feels
That's,
the pain.
like,
and
You have
suffering.
one heroic.
Alright, let's go.
You have 1 heroic potential slave, 15 high
Okay.
potential slaves that you're keeping, 50 that you're sending as a gift, 721 normal slaves.
Yeah.
Okay, let's run it. Okay, so how does the metamorphosis work now?
Well, presuming that you sent 50 high potential, you want to lock that in now? The 50 gift?
That's on quality
Yes.
control. That's not my department.
Yes.
Okay,
Quality control, yeah.
that has been sent. The knowledge of metamorphosification has been sent back, along with some notes on how to improve its process.
Very good.
Man. Okay. I have to determine this. So, there is only a... I don't want to do this.
He did not plan this mechanic to be
There's
used on
only-
this many individuals.
There's a 5% chance per
Oh my God.
slave
Oh.
that they will
Zahaab.
survive.
Oh,
So
We're cooked.
5% chance per slave that they're working. I could just do just 5% of them and then just roll their transformation. I think that's the fairest way to do it.
But you said that with metamorphosis, there's a really high chance of survival.
Huh? Yeah. That is a high chance. For fucking nobody slaves? It's not 1%, it's 5%.
It was basically the same for the high potential ones in corruption as well, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh yeah, the high potential ones in corruption. Okay, this ain't bad.
Yeah, I mean, you're throwing a whole fucking stack
Army.
of 700 people into the conveyor belt in the hopes that you'll create an army, and I mean, 5%, what is 5% of that? That's 0.05 that's still 36. 36 flesh golems? Like, that's not nothing,
that's
dude.
good.
That's a
That's
whole
good.
army unit, actually. That's what you wanted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
That's I'm sold. It took me a second.
Okay, so I'm just going to give 5% of that instead of rolling 700 million times. Now I need to roll what they are, though. So let's roll.
So wait, can I work with Swar? Because he understands the metamorphosis and how to do it and the process.
He's trying to get a higher percentage.
No, I'm not trying to get a high
okay.
percentage or anything like that. Rather than roll them all into different things, okay? Can we sort of centralize it to be used on such a mass of individuals in one moment, such that there is a potential chance that they fuse into one being, these 36 that survive?
Are you trying to make a flesh titan?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe, Dad. Dad, can we have the Titan?
I mean,
Maybe 2.
if you want
With
to
two
try,
Titans?
if you want to try and do that, I'm not against it. But that is a pretty big gamble because I'm gonna have to put all of them in a single well, you're gonna need a facility to contain them all. You gotta put 700 people in a vat.
We can do that later. It's fine.
No, but okay, but surely we sent 50 great guys to the boy. Like, can we borrow your vat for one quick? We'll clean it afterwards.
Borrow your vat.
We'll be in and out. Like,
Crazy
it's not a
work.
big deal. Trust me, easy, quick work. In fact, if you want, you can overwatch us.
Yeah, exactly.
So you know we're doing it right.
Yeah, have one page and teleport him to us. Actually. Yeah.
If
Zahaab is biting his lip.
want to go to the apprentice and ask him for aid on this project, you can, but you're gonna have to roleplay it though.
That's fine.
I would recommend against it.
So marketing department, please.
I would like to resign at the thought of this. It would be a bad idea just to do it. It's a chance for it to work.
I'm down.
How tall is a flesh titan? How big is a flesh
I need to
titan?
roll, but it would be
Minimum.
Dude,
gargantuan to colossal size.
the Titan trying to break down Materia's guys just for the aesthetic, bro. Shut the fuck
You
up.
trying to make attack on?
Let's do it. Let's run it, bro.
I can't believe it even works.
Crazy.
Yo, dude, here's the thing. If the heroes of the story, so okay, just let's take a step back for a second. We're the bad guys, okay?
Yeah.
And as bad guys, we go do bad guy shit. We go do bad guy shit.
So you mean sacrificing 700 people is not bad, guys?
I mean, you guys
No.
took a bunch of slaves and a sacrifice. That's pretty bad.
Okay, no, but even if we lose this campaign, everyone will remember the fact that we gave them we gave them something cool. We gave them
I know, but imagine. No. Okay, do you want to have the chance to be able to make a flesh titan, or do you want a for sure possibility, but not even a possibility? We're getting how many? 71. How many?
This is the
many
son of Tyr.
flesh golems there we go?
Exactly. If it was cool, you would have remembered the number. It's okay. So,
I don't do that to me, bro.
This is
That's crazy work, dog. I'm in support of this.
This is the son of Tyr. This is Tyr's brother. They grew up together. Low key, he can do it.
He can do it.
He
can
I'm
do
getting
it.
convinced by his boss.
Yo, you know that Glayan hero? Can you call?
Yeah.
Can he come for a walk with us? Can he just come for a walk for a second?
Oh, we're gonna turn him into a. What are we gonna turn him into? Corrupting?
No. I think he's gonna be a bargaining
Forbidden
chip.
apprentice, not the adopted apprentice.
Can we just Okay, I'm saying. Okay, this is the idea I have. We go over with this hero guy. RP, say we found this extremely good specimen. We'll give you the specimen if you help us make a specimen of our own. And we make a Titan.
I'm so scared of it not working, and then
It doesn't- but if-
Later.
him
but if-
killing us though.
But if it doesn't work,
Scared money don't make money.
Make money, bro.
Okay,
Money
we're doing it.
don't
We're doing
make
it.
money.
We're doing it. We're doing it. All right,
Yeah,
we're doing
okay.
it. We're doing
Okay.
it.
Okay.
All right, Zahaab, you're calling the shots.
Okay, like, even if we don't have these 36 guys, we can still try and take the wall down. If we have them, it's slightly beneficial, right? But if we have the Titan,
Yes.
often the Mytheria comes back, flies over, thinks she's got us beat, and the Titan shows up at the wall, dude.
All right, you have me. All right, I'm convinced.
Does anybody want to veto this idea?
No.
Actually, we have a system
Kind
for
of.
this in the contract. We have a system for this in the contract. Let's vote. Let's vote.
Voting.
Let's vote, but
I
it's
think-
weighted
I
voting.
think it's-
Do you all remember your ranks for the weighted voting?
No.
I think it's a waste.
No.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I think it's a waste of time. I think we should just go for it. Run it.
Don't pull because I'm.
Of course, a Lemure would claim that we should vote. You don't, yeah, because your vote don't matter.
Yeah, exactly. But we should do it anyways. Not
Okay,
vote, but
so-
we should run it.
So either we vote to try and make the Titan, we vote to go for the 36 golems, or something else. Okay?
Something else.
Do you remember how the votes work? If you do
Yes.
not, please refer back to the plebiscite arbitration trade agreement.
Can someone read
what-
it to me?
Loot
Just-
allocation
yeah.
and okay.
If
Okay,
your rank determines how many points your vote is worth.
Yes, yes. So first
There we
rank
go.
has 5 votes. Second rank has. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong table. Sorry. First rank has 4 votes. Second rank has 3 votes. Third and fourth rank have 2 votes. Fifth and sixth rank have 1 vote each. And I'm gonna DM Arcadum. Well, actually, we can just put it in the embedded. I think we're all pretty clear about what we want, right?
Yeah.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, enter.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
I don't
So-
know
What are
rank
these
I am.
votes? This is flash
I don't know. I don't know what
Flash
rank I
type,
was.
36 golems, yes.
Yeah.
I saw you change that.
This is-
I thought it was
Okay.
yes or no flashlight.
so
Oh my
just
God.
between me and Zig, it will Zig, Leo vote for the same thing. Nobbis didn't. So it's gonna be Flash Titan. Okay, we're gonna go for this, but we need to RP this out, guys.
Okay, role play now.
We gotta lock. We gotta lock in.
Okay, we need to lock in. We need to lock in. Can I get my HR? Can I get my marketing person?
ThroatThief is not in this.
Yeah, this ThroatThief will be in. Oh god, we've just.
I need my human resources and marketing, please.
I'm just trying to
Zig
remember
is
what the
human
fuck-
resources.
I think you mean fiendish resources, but
Fiendish resources. No, he's human resources because he's the slaver, right?
oh right, yeah, no, that makes sense. No, you're right. You're right.
Okay. Okay, so I'm saying we take
Yes.
the heroic boy and we use it as a trading chip. Saying we have such. You can please take this great flesh, but help us out. Let's use the VAT and stuff. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
All right, mate.
Okay, guys. Okay.
Take-
We need. We're gonna take a
Take down
10.
the flash.
We're gonna take a 10-second moment of silence because we need to lock the fuck in and get serious. Okay. 10-second moment of silence starting now. Okay, we're ready.
You have the silence spell.
I believe I do.
You need to
Gotta bring the
prepare
sound
it
spell ready. Prepare it in case.
on.
Lemire, you are not allowed in this negotiation.
I will be joining anyways.
You will not. You will not allowed at all.
Hmm.
This is for the Titan. You stay with
I'll
Swar
be
and you stay
joining it.
behind.
No, I'll be joining anyways. I voted for it, so I will observe your
That
clear
you are going.
acumen.
You are,
I will not
Bye.
say anything.
By Babylonian law, you are going directly against the hierarchy you signed on to.
Yeah, I'm going to make a Ties of Chaos against that. In case we do actually get this. In case we do actually get this Titan. I'll be going with.
So you wouldn't be
Plan is
using
to
the
get
Tides
this
of...
Titan.
This wouldn't be the Tides of Chaos clause. This would be the Pact of Temporary Betrayal.
Yes,
And the way that
correct.
would work is you would agree with me, messes the DM and show up anyway.
Ah, true, that would make so much sense. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but like we'll act like you agreed with me. Okay. Okay. So we need you to discuss the alchemical stuff. So we need you with us. We need everyone else. Lemieux, stay behind. We're bringing the heroic level flesh. Okay. I didn't talk to this guy last time. How was he? How was he? Like what?
Very.
Okay.
Like 1 second from
Yes.
snapping us out of existence at every moment.
He is cold. He values his experiments. He does not speak as a normal human does. He values experiments. I don't think he values human life.
I'm pretty sure ThroatThief tried to do what she normally does and like inspire people, or like what is it? Give other people like a boost,
Inspiration.
Inspiration. He would not allow it to happen.
Okay. Okay. So, Arcadum. Arcadum, you there? You might be muted.
I'm here.
Okay. From what we understand about this person, do we think there's any chance that he would agree to this trade?
Oh, you already got lucky once.
Yep.
Zahaab, we only have a relationship with this guy because we rolled 3 natural 20s in a row.
I will say
I don't-
you don't not have a chance. That's for certain. You also just
Okay.
gifted him several pieces of flesh, and you have a gift. So, at the very
did
least,
the-
he'll talk to you.
Listen.
Wait, hold up, guys. I cast divination on this course of action.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Forgot I could do that. Let's go. This is a good idea. But I cast that as a spell, though.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Computer says
do-
no.
Type out the
Does
question,
this
please.
Type out the question, 1 second.
Is this a good idea? No.
Okay.
Am I positive? Yes.
1 second.
Could you use the divination spell to like test for AIDS?
Sping.
Okay,
What?
1 second. I need to find
Oh
a way
yeah,
to type
using
it.
the jump to a river.
What's the name of this guy? I forgot his name.
The Forbidden
First
Apprentice.
No, that was
The
Fucking
Oh.
Sping is wrong again!
Sorry.
Sorry, you both said it at the same time and it confused me. The
The
Forbidden
Forbidden
Apprentice.
Apprentice. Yes.
That really hurt my feelings when you said he's wrong again.
Yeah, they did?
No, not really.
Well, you should, and then you should learn from it. Your shame
Yeah.
wizard needs to teach
Maybe
you
you'll learn
something.
whenever you get to level 8 Sping.
I'm already level 8. Shut up.
Shut up!
That doesn't
I'm
work
all
on me
right.
anymore.
Are you sure about that?
I learned about
Yes.
that.
Yes.
I know.
I need to make the mistake only once, and I will learn from. Nah, that's a lie.
I was about to fucking go off on you.
That's a full lie.
Fucking Struth, mate. I only need to learn it like 8 times. Did you guys know that whenever Sping says something stupid, Nobbs' eye blinks increase rapidly for a moment, and then they like go back to normal. It's crazy, dude.
I can't.
You know the gif
Has
of the
he-
guy
ha-
who just does the wow and does the blink? That's like
Yeah. It's
That's
actually
like-
so accurate.
Nob. Whenever anybody says something crazy, he just rapidly blinks like he's deleting it from his brain. You're also muted, Nob, if you're talking.
Seen me the first time Leo spoke to the apprentice.
Yeah.
That was
This guy never stopped blinking. Okay, so
His eyes
this
were
is the
just
question that I've
closed.
written out. Yeah, look, this is the question I've written out. Is making accord with the Forbidden Apprentice over his assistance in the creation of a flesh titan for our purposes and to be under our control via the trade of a high-valued slave a good plan of inquiry or likely to go well for us? Does that sound good to you guys? Is there anything missing in that?
paste the text in notes or in general or something.
It's an embed.
Embedded?
It's an
Ah,
embed.
okay.
It does feel oddly specific, which is usually a bad idea whenever it comes to divination as a paradox. Because too specific, you will
Oh.
narrow in sort of things and forget everything else.
Okay. So what part would you remove? Should we just say like is making accord with the Forbidden Apprentice for his assistance via the trade of a high valued slave a good plan? Like we completely delete the middle part.
I think
Yeah,
the
I'd say
writers
so.
you have, actually do work. The problem here is that as a player, I need you to tell me what would Scat consider to be well. Because see, what you have is you have an open-ended
yeah.
representation of what is
Yeah.
well. So,
Yeah.
what
Okay.
would be success to you?
Yes,
Preferably not using degrees. A hard, definitive difference between failure and success.
Okay. I guess without any aggregation of animosity from said forbidden apprentice, along with the successful creation of the Titan.
What does
That's
that even mean?
it going well. So he's not mad at us, and we make the Titan.
Okay, that's good enough for me. Because your original message is like,
Yeah,
I could
it's
say
like- it's like-
I could say yes because it's like if you go there and he says no and you don't die, that's going well for you.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like so. All right,
Yeah.
I have the
Yeah.
parameter in place, confirming casting of spell.
Okay.
Yes.
Is
Are
that-
you
is that
casting the spell Zahaab?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Making sure.
There
All
you
right. As you use your magic to enact the divination, you will suddenly feel your magic rent in twain, no longer going towards the source of Lord Babylon, but instead a presence will be entered into your magic. And the voice of the Forbidden Apprentice will respond to your inquiry.
This is a horrendous idea.
An
It's strongly saying.
An interesting proposal. Bring it forth. That's it.
Bro, no.
You
Yeah,
didn't tell me he
oh, I
sounded
knew
like the
that.
kids from Persona. He sounds like the guy from the Velvet Room in Persona. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know
That shit-
exactly
that
what
shit's-
you're thinking.
That shit is spooky, bro. Dun, dun, dun. I can't even do the fucking Velvet Room thing. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's not.
Dude,
That's
that's so
not the
different.
fucking
That's-
Velvet Room.
that's-
dude.
Mortal Kombat. No, I've never played Persona ever. I should play
So
it.
you went with Mortal
Oh, yeah.
Kombat?
Yes. Game I know.
Okay,
The
serious
only-
note. Serious note.
No, it's either it's Mortal Kombat and Awesome Nods. What's the game?
Okay. We
There we
we
go.
bring it to him, And in confidence that he wishes to go forth with this project, we bring along the slaves.
Oh, well, we haven't made.
Also,
them
there
yet.
you go, Zahaab.
Thank you, I appreciate that. This
So-
is the vibe.
Holy
This is like, you know when you fuse all the personas to make the biggest, strongest persona? This is what we do.
That's what we're doing.
Okay, we're going.
We're
We're going forth.
Here you go.
Alright, are we
Scat?
gonna use the patience to tell? Wait, hang on. Can we teleport 600 people?
You're only
To the-
taking one, right?
We're taking all the slaves. Just take
We're
them.
only taking the one guy
Yeah.
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
convince him to help us to combine all of these guys.
He doesn't give a shit about tiny boys.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, the 50 have already
did
been
say
sent
that,
as a
but-
gift. They're en route.
Yeah.
It's just negotiations for
Okay.
a flesh monster.
All right.
Okay,
You guys going there?
I guess.
Yeah.
Would you like to use a point of patience to teleport there?
Yeah, we got plenty of that,
Please.
You wish.
Yes.
and it's neutral because I gained it when I freed the Avanti. So you're welcome, Zahaab.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We appreciate this.
Holy shit! What are we doing?
Okay, here we go.
What are we doing here? I'm gonna fucking throw up.
All right, as the magic surrounds the party members, you will teleport, and as your teleportation gets targets, locks in and begins to jettison you towards the apprentice, you will feel the magic is taking control of once more, and instead of going outside of the cathedral, you are placed within a circle within the confines of the Forbidden Apprentice's laboratory. And here we go. Let me know when you're loaded.
Yeah, I'm loaded.
Oh,
Right, as everyone loaded?
Okay. Yep.
Spell recedes, and you are summoned forth. You will also notice Gabriel is with you.
Damned fool.
At this point, the Forbidden Apprentice will turn, its head moving in an unnatural angle and twisting back into place, and it will then speak out. Designation Swar. It is good to see you again. Platitude completed.
Likewise.
Your voice was not the voice this one heard upon the inaction of the divination spell. Whom's voice of which did this belong to?
It would be the magically adept Scat here. I do not know magics.
Greetings to you, practitioner of arcane potency. You were silent in our previous engagement.
Salutations, oh Paramount One, and I am glad to make your concord. I had been left wordless at this place in your presence.
Everyone, please make a perception check. Swar, you have advantage.
Oh god. Perception.
Yes,
Oh, 9.
it's a basic check.
Can I as well?
Yeah, everyone.
Thank you.
Alright,
Okay,
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
have to dig.
yeah, ThroatThief.
All right, you will see that behind the Forbidden Apprentice, there are a series of large pieces of parchment and a tapestry. What you see before you are two designs. 2 humanoids are drawn against the parchment. The one on the left seems to have elvish features, and you can see that there are parameters and mechanical representations of apparatuses placed within the eyes. You can also see that there is a direct, overdrawn piece of the nervous system of this particular individual. On the right, you will see, in a similar fashion, what appears to be a woman with dark skin and almost feline features displayed in the same manner. You can see that there is an overlaid representation of a heart, and to the side of that, a series of symbols depicting pieces of what looks to be porcelain. Make me an alchemy check at this time, Swar. What you are seeing is advanced golemancy. Not the creation of a golem from the ground up using artificial parts, but rather the creation of some kind of combination of organic living creatures and golemic magic. Such a thing is upon the bleeding edge of alchemy. Your mind goes wild with the possibilities. You look with wonder, but not understanding. You will see the apprentice notice your eye, and then will give you a slight nod, as if appreciating your appreciation, before turning its attention back to Scat. Platitudes complete. Please enact proposal.
As you better conduct the vats and write your conjurations of sacraments and aberrations distilled, your infusions and machinations, you craft better from the flesh than I or any of us. We wish, with our great sacrifice of these slaves, great to us, perhaps not you, we wish to make flesh tighten and to trade to you is this. And he presents the high valued slave, this perfect specimen of flesh, at least from what we could find as so far.
You will see You will see that the eyes of the apprentice widen slightly upon seeing the heroic potential offered Glan. You will see that interest begins to dance across the creature's face. Indeed, this one's features are similar. Yes, a potential for my machinations to reach a threshold. Copy to be made. You wish to forge a golemic colossi?
Yes.
Difficult. A birthing chamber for such a creature would take up much space. Within the cathedral, I do not possess such space. But perhaps, if I were to drain the pools to the north, it could be possible. I shall need to pump the toxic water from there to the southern edge. This will be an annoyance, but an acceptable one. I am inclined to accept your proposal. However, there is caution. The more bodies added to the induction of a flesh-right golemic creation reduces the overall control that one may have, a colossi being the most difficult to do so. I will provide notes to your practitioner, but in all honesty, I do not believe that you possess the appropriate skills.
Was this more directed at Swar or Scat?
It was more so a factual statement. The creature isn't really talking to either of you, and then it continues from its musings. However, your offering is accepted, and your attempt at science has this one's permission and encouragement. However, it will raise up a single elongated metallic finger, which looks more like a drill than a finger. Should you lose control of the Colossi, and should it damage any of my property, I will expect recompense.
Indeed.
Gabriel's gonna...
Recompense shall be had, and this is most definitely understood and arbitrated between us all.
Gabriel, were you going to say something?
Yeah, Gabriel's gonna raise his hand real quick.
Oh boy. The apprentice will turn its mechanical eyes towards Gabriel.
Yes.
And then we'll
I
tilt
give you
its
a
head slightly.
I gave you immense respect and would like to bow in front of your skills. You say that we do not have the acumen to do this, but we wish to ask for your potential assistance in creating this golem, as I believe it could be a work of art that you could put your own particular stamp on, so to speak.
Persuasion check.
Okay. Let's see. Let us pray. Let's see.
I can't look. Let us pray.
I don't want to look.
Can you get an advantage from all of us, sort of?
You have to say something.
1 second. Let me try and cook, guys.
Also, Nobb's fucking eyes are going so fast, dude.
It looked like Nob had his eyes closed, and he fully put his head in his hand.
Anyway, continue.
A composer ought to instruct and command the baton to the rest of the orchestra upon first playing of the piece. No, the formulation, the cook in the crucible ought to be drafted by the drafter.
Yes.
If I may say.
Will be. Yes, it will be an incredible combination of your superior acumen and our abilities.
Alright, persuasion with advantage.
Oh my god.
Flattery, manipulation, a common use of fiendish power. It shall not have its effect upon me. This one will then turn its eyes towards Swar. Your assistants could use an upgrade. My advice is the removal of this one's vocal cords. Silence is a virtue. Your proposal is accepted. You may perform your science. Should you succeed, please inform me. Congratulations will be in order. Any damage shall be expected recompense. Preferably, immediate recompense.
Naturally.
I'll push Gabriel forward. You can take him.
I have no
I'm
need
good.
for this worthless creature.
Oh,
Ostensibly.
Crazy
It's
work.
more than fair.
Ostensibly, neither do we.
Indeed. The apprentice will lift a finger. Magic starts to dance. If that is the case, It can be removed.
One second.
He's gonna think on it for a while.
Please be careful here, guys.
Wait, no, I got this, guys. I got this. So, Scat looks up and says, liberated, unfettered, emancipated. Yeah. Not the fiendish way. And he has this coy, a sort of sardonic, gesticular sense about him, as in those words have double meanings. We, or as fiends, ought to be forsaken by this one. 'Tis our punishment.
The magic will cease on the creature's finger. How strange. Each time fiendish innovation would impress me, I am reminded of the weakness of your organic pieces. Your proposal has been accepted. Leave now. My work requires attending.
Thank you. And Scat just moves the flesh away from him toward, like, just not towards the guy, just away from the group so they can teleport out.
As soon as you do that, the apprentice, without looking, will move his hand, and the man will just simply dissipate.
Fantastic.
All right, nice.
And will go about its dark work.
Oh,
You guys.
I've never been.
You guys
I've never
leave.
been in. I guess. I hope so. I don't want to stay here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, bye. Bye. Thanks for.
I've never been so intimidated by a fucking twink.
Oh, guys, I actually fucked up. I should have got Gabriel to give me something
An
for trying to help
allotment.
him. Yeah, I actually fucked up.
You
I actually
didn't.
fucked that one up.
Yeah, it did.
I actually
Alright.
fucked that one up. I
I was
wanted to.
debating- I was debating interjecting before you could answer and say maybe it would be better if you would be able to force Gabriel to be subservient to myself. I had the fucking natural 20 in Eureka. Probably wouldn't have
Maybe
worked,
you're
but
right.
ugh.
It'd be real funny
Okay.
if he was my mind
So-
slave.
So along our way back,
Yep.
Scat posits a point to the rest of the pod. So there is a high expected value or chance, a probability that we won't be able to control this thing. Based on the number of creatures that we were implanting onto it. May I posit a solution to you, Swar?
I also have a option. If we prepare a teleportation device to teleport this creature using our patience onto the wall, immediately starting the assault.
Well, if I may make a claim, Thomas, this being already with such imbaked hatred, such cruelty and viciousness towards the Netherians at the core of his soul, weak and happy to augment its body, to give its up any humanity it had, to take up a form to attack them and act out this hatred. We give him the opportunity to be the central figure, the frame to which the rest of the individuals are grafted upon, and the Colossus is formed. Surely something of this hate will be cast downstream onto that Colossus.
Interesting proposal. Do you think his mind could overpower that of 700 weak others.
I have no doubt.
Sounds like a great idea, I must say.
Oh, dude, this is actually getting too spicy for me, bros. Okay.
Man. All right. Well,
So he said he wanted to transform into something that can take on the Mytherians. We'll give it to him. I'm happy to give it to him, bro.
We should do it.
A demon into a flash prime.
It's
Couldn't be me.
one of the better ideas to control it, I think.
Yeah. Because he hates. Because there's a potential that the weakness we gave him flows down to the Colossus, and there's a potential that his hatred to the Netherians flows down to the. So even if we fail on controlling it initially as we cast it, there's a chance we can control it through this power
Okay.
we have against him.
So what
Use
is the
them like a
game
nerve
plan?
cluster then.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
We're just using one person to make the golem? Right.
No, we're using him as the framework, like the core, and then 700 others on top.
How would we do that? That just makes it harder to control. Why not just use the one?
Because we want it to be more powerful. And the more people you have, the more powerful, the larger it is, right? And
So
the reason why we're happy to do that and lose control of this creature is because we have some trust that will hate the Netherian, or be able to teleport this over to the POC, I guess.
Okay, then
Well,
would
actually,
we,
sorry,
would
the
we be
wall.
able to set up a way so that, like, if the thing is made, we can just teleport it to
you're gonna have to
the-
find out next time when you actually do it, bro.
Dun dun.
Ta-da.
Okay, I bet you didn't
Being
expect.
from
I
the
bet you
Sims,
didn't
right?
expect this how this goes.
Flesh Titan, no. I thought
Yeah.
you guys would stay the fuck away from the apprentice after Nat 20
time?
lucking your fucking asses off.
I
But here we
thought
are.
were as well.
I like
Here we
I like
are.
it though. I like the ideas. It's nice, risky, fiendish.
Yeah.
I honestly
Mhm.
thought in one of my scenarios that I had prepared for it was that Swar was going to make a disease and disease all of the slaves and then release them back into different cities, pretending to be a heroic slave freer, just so that they would spread the diseases. That's what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah, spread more disease as well. Spread more disease.
So that way you can make like a positive reputation and then use it to enact your will on the Council of Mytheria, but Saphira. But
why didn't we think of that? What's wrong with us? Wait, Arcadum, you thought that we would think of that? Thanks, bro.
I prepared a lot of scenarios. There's no telling what you guys would do. You have freedom. You can do whatever you want. You guys went with Flesh Titan to knock the wall down. I mean, I can't wait, dude. Oh god, that's gonna be a hell of a boss fight too. If I ever get another group to fight it, that'd be so sick.
Yeah.
Because I get to like do the thing where you fight it on top of a wall and you have to like hit its fists and stuff. So cool.
You're welcome.
Right. Good game, everybody. Excellent sesh. See you guys next time, and I'll see the rest of y'all in an hour for Lords of Light.
Bye bye.
Bye, chat.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.